Coach, thanks for joining us today. And, if you don't mind giving us your impressions of the team as we hit the scheduled halfway point of the conference season.
Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. It's been challenging for us. Bill, we've been injured for the majority of the conference season, and then obviously like some of the other coaches and programs in our league, we've been hit, with COVID. So, it's been difficult, but we've been, taking it in full stride, and our guys have been working really hard. We've been really close. If you look at all of our league games, we've been, they've been one possession games at the end. We've been right there, just can't get over the hump. Got guys playing, close to 40 minutes a game. So our guys are working really, really hard and playing really hard, and that's all I can ask for them right now. And, hopefully we can stay healthy to finish out. And, I hope everybody else can stay healthy as well. So that's where we are right now.
Again, if anyone has a question for UNCW head coach Takayo Siddle, feel free to put your name in the chat. And Coach, Mike Akaru has really been playing well, over this last stretch. He's had 4 games with at least 20 or more points. What's been the biggest key to him kind of, really standing out in your offense recently?
Yeah, the one thing about Mike is he plays so hard. And, I talk to my guys about that all the time, just playing hard and maxing out. And, he's doing that at a high level, and things are just starting to fall in place for him. He's been asked to take over a little bit more scoring for us with the absence of Jalen Sims and, with Shaquem being out. So he's been able to, get a little bit more opportunities to score the basketball. And he's doing a really good job just doing everything for our team, rebounding, setting the table for his teammates. He's defending. So, I would say the one thing that he's doing at a high level is just playing so hard.
Well, thanks, Takayo. And we'll go next to Dan Spears.
Morning, Coach.
Hey, Dan,
I'm real well. How are you today? Cool. You guys have been, pretty strong from the free throw line, getting the right guys there. But what Ty's done is very unique and very different, and just kind of a neat little gold coin in the middle of what's been a really weird year. How frequently does that come up around you guys, or is it just that, do you guys give him, extra, how's that come to be a thing? Him making all these free throws in a row.
You know what, Dan, we don't do anything different than other programs. We spend time in our individual workouts, and they, have to make 50 free throws at the end of the workout. We spend a little bit of time in practice on free throws. He's just a really good free throw shooter. He's a really good shooter overall, but from the free throw line, what he's doing is pretty impressive. So, I hope some of these coaches that we play against get a couple texts so I can send him to the free throw line. I feel pretty comfortable that he's going to go up there and knock both of them down.
What was your longest streak free throws for you?
As a player? As a player, no, I wasn't. Look, I shot all jump shots. I never went to the paint. Was able to get to the free throw line, so I couldn't tell you I was a jump shooter.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go next to David Driver.
Hey, Coach. Good morning.
Hey, David. How are you?
Good. A non-protocol question for you. Where you fall on the dress code? Lots of talk about coaches not ever going back to a suit. Do you think that'll be the case for you?
No, it won't be the case for me. I think that I like the idea of us wearing suits and getting back to normal. That's normal for us to wear suits, and hopefully that'll mean that we're getting back to normal and we're getting fans back involved. And so I don't think we'll be sticking with this. I like this just being comfortable and being able to wear polos and slacks, but I want to get back to wearing suits for sure.
Great, thank you.
And we'll go next to Kyle Kensing.
So, Coach, I actually had a free throw question as well. In terms of getting to the foul line as often as your team has, your top 40 in the country in terms of free throw attempts to field goal attempts. How much emphasis do you put on getting to the foul line in the offense? Is that something that's kind of intentionally done, or is it just sort of a byproduct of how your guys are playing?
You know what, Kyle? We always talk about playing inside out, and I think the way our offense is kind of tailored is, we try to create driving angles and get to the paint and try to get to the backboard, and we've opened up some gaps and created some angles for our guys to give them a somewhat of an advantage, and we've been able to get to the free throw line at a pretty high rate. So that's something that we always want to be able to do, on the offensive end, especially in league play, is, half court games. And so we want to make sure we're giving ourselves another opportunity and giving ourselves another way to score the basketball, and getting to the free throw line has been really good for us.
Thank you.
And we'll go next to Jerry Beach.
Hey, Coach. How you doing, man? More than half the league games thus far have had a team up by at least 10, and then had the opponent get to at least a possession. And you guys were the extreme case of that on Sunday, down 17 to up 1 in the first half to down 8 at the half, and then a real close game to the end. Why do you think these games have been so chaotic thus far?
You know what, Jerry, that's a great question. I really don't know if there's an answer for it. I just think that, in league play, everything is a little more magnified. These games are so important for us and every program. So, guys are going out there laying it all out on the line and trying to compete every possession to win. And, they're so important in our, I'm sure like every other coach in this league, I'm preaching to our guys how important they are and how important each possession is. So everybody's playing with a sense of urgency. And I think that's probably why these games are coming down to one possession. And set that aside, especially with, if you're testing positive and, going on pause, I'm sure that's kind of in your mind as well. So you want to go out there and leave everything that you have out there, because you don't know if you're going to be able to play the next day or the next series. So I think, that would be the best way for me to answer it, is just the sense of urgency and, just being excited to be out there. I think that's, I think that plays a part in it.
You.
And again, if you have questions for Takayo Siddle, just put your name in the chat. And Coach, you guys were on pause, to start the conference season. You're going to play an Elon team this weekend that just returned from one last weekend. What are the challenges in getting back on the court after you've taken off, 2-3 weeks because of COVID?
Yeah, well, I can speak for our program. And, when we went on Christmas break, we had a really good rhythm going. And, when we came back, guys were so excited to get back on the court and continue what we had been doing. We had a really good flow, really good rhythm. And then, we went on pause when we got to Drexel. We were about to play the game and got the bad news, and it kind of knocked us back, mentally. We had to make sure our guys were in the right place. And, and then coming back off of the pause, trying to get them back in shape, trying to get them in the gym. We were able to get them back in 3-man groups. And then later on, 5 days leading up to our next game, we were able to get them, 5 team practices. So trying to get them back in shape. And then, the challenge of getting them back in a rhythm and getting them back used to what we were, doing at a high level was something that, I don't know if we've even gotten that back yet. We're going into week 4, week 5. So it's just, trying to get them back in shape, trying to get them back in a rhythm has been really challenging.
And last Sunday you had a 6-man rotation. Is that something you foresee doing more moving forward, keeping that tight bench, or is it just, matter of circumstance last Sunday?
Yeah, I don't want to only play 6 guys. And you know, it's tough on, you know, the guys that are playing all of those minutes. So I don't want it to be that way. But you guys know that these games are so important. So you have to be able to trust the guys that you have in a game and that you're going to put in a game. And I'm trying to get to that point with a few of the guys coming off the bench for me. So I want to expand my rotation, but I have to feel comfortable. I have to be able to trust the guys that I'm putting in the game, with these games being so important.
You know, and you talked last weekend about kind of embracing a mentality of winning, and you're wanting to have guys in your program who want to win. How do you go about infusing that atmosphere in your program?
Just, you know, doing, you know, every day, just creating competition in everything that we do, and not bending on that at all. You know, as we continue to build a culture here, that's what we're going to be about, playing to win, and you know, doing the things on a daily basis. Doing our process well every single day is something that we're huge on. And like I tell everybody, if we can win each day and do everything, you know, in our process the right way on a daily basis, I feel comfortable moving forward with the program that we'll be able to, you know, be on the other side of some of those losses that we've taken.
Well, thanks, Coach. We appreciate the time today, and we look forward to seeing the Seahawks on the court this weekend.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good day.